In a cozy little town, nestled between rolling green hills, lived a boy named Leo. Leo was known for his big dreams and an even bigger imagination. He wasn't just any boy, he was curious about everything, especially the mysteries the world held. One sunny afternoon, while exploring his grandmother's Attica place, filled with forgotten treasures and the dusty scent of old memories, Leo stumbled upon something extraordinary. Tucked away in a wooden chest, beneath a pile of old maps and letters, was a leather-bound notebook. It looked ancient, with a strange swirling symbol etched on its cover. As Leo's fingers traced the symbol, a faint golden light pulsed from the notebook. His heart thumped with excitement. He carefully opened it, and to his surprise, the pages were completely blank. A little disappointed, he sighed and looked around the attic. His eyes landed on an old, forgotten toy rocket ship covered in dust. "I wish this rocket could fly for real," he mumbled to himself, sketching a quick, clumsy drawing of the rocket in the notebook. The moment his pencil lifted from the page, the most amazing thing happened. The notebook began to glow brightly, and the drawing of the rocket ship lifted right off the page, swirling in a vortex of golden light before vanishing completely. Leo gasped, his eyes wide with disbelief. He looked over at the corner where the dusty toy rocket sat. It was no longer there. He scrambled down the attic ladder and burst out into the backyard, and there it was, standing tall and shiny, a real life-sized rocket ship humming with a gentle power. Leo couldn't believe his luck. He had found a magic notebook, a notebook that could bring anything he drew to life. His mind raced with possibilities. He could have all the toys in the world, mountains of candy, even a pet dragon. His first instinct was to draw a huge pile of his favorite chocolate bars. And just like that, a mountain of chocolate appeared in his room. It was wonderful, but after eating a few, he realized he couldn't possibly finish it all. The chocolate started to melt, making a huge, sticky mess. Realizing the notebook's power was more than just for fun, Leo started thinking bigger. What if he could use it to help people? His best friend, Mia, had always dreamed of seeing a real, living dinosaur. So Leo carefully drew a small, friendly bracelet. The next day, he and Mia spent the entire afternoon playing with the gentle giant in the nearby meadow, its long neck reaching up to nibble leaves from the tallest trees. Mia's laughter was the best reward he could have asked for. News of the strange and wonderful happenings in town began to spread. A giant, friendly dinosaur and a sudden rocket ship were hard to miss. Soon, everyone knew about Leo and his incredible notebook. They started coming to him with requests. The town baker wanted a new oven that never burned his bread. The librarian wished for books that could read themselves aloud to the children. Leo, with a kind heart, drew them all. He drew a self-weeding garden for his elderly neighbor and a bridge over the creek so the kids could get to the park safely. The town became a wonderland, a place where dreams literally came true. But with great power came great responsibility, and sometimes things didn't go as planned. One day, the town's mayor, a grumpy man named Mr. Grumbles, demanded Leo draw a machine that would do all the town's work, so no one would ever have to lift a finger again. Leo felt uneasy about it, but he was pressured to obey. He drew a complex network of robots and machines. At first, it was amazing. The robots cleaned the streets, cooked the meals, and even did the children's homework. However, the town quickly grew quiet and dull. People stayed inside, bored, with nothing to do. The baker missed the smell of fresh bread from his own hands. The children missed the challenge of solving a math problem. They realized that doing things for themselves, helping each other, and even making mistakes was what made life interesting and meaningful. The town had lost its spark. Leo saw the sadness in everyone's eyes and knew he had to fix it. He opened the notebook one last time. This would be his most important drawing yet. He didn't draw an object or a machine. Instead, he drew a picture of the whole town with everyone working together, laughing and helping each other. He drew the baker joyfully kneading dough, the children playing and learning in school, and neighbors chatting over their fences. He poured all his hope for his town's happiness into that single drawing. As the golden light swirled from the page, a gentle wave of energy washed over the town. The robots and machines vanished as quickly as they had appeared. People came out of their houses, blinking in the sunlight. The baker ran to his bakery. The children grabbed their squall bags, and the sound of laughter and chatter filled the air once more. The town was back to normal, but it was better than before. Everyone appreciated their work and their community more than ever. Leo looked at the notebook. It had brought so much excitement, but it had also taught him a valuable lesson. The greatest magic wasn't in a book. It was in the kindness of people, in helping one another, and in the joy of creating things with your own hands and heart. He knew the notebook was too powerful for one person to have. So he went back to the attic, placed the notebook back in the old wooden chest, and closed the lid. From that day on, Leo didn't need a magic notebook to make a difference. He organized a town cleanup day, started a club to help neighbors with their gardens, and used his own imagination to write and illustrate stories for the younger kids. He discovered that his own creativity, his own kindness, and his own effort were the most powerful tools he had. And though the notebook that held the future was hidden away, Leo knew he was building a brighter future for his town, one small, wonderful drawing at a time, with nothing more than his own two hands and a very big heart.